Copy in the air.
Got a gazebo, playground. There's Marston's truck right there.
Under survivor walking down the stairs.
Yep. That's just a description. Blue jeans, blue shirt, suspenders, ball cap. We've got a good visual on him.
Washoe 6 Zebra 92. I'll be out with the subject at North Valleys Park. If you can have fire and REMS respond, please. You okay?
Yep.
You're not injured?
Nope.
Well, we got to get you back home.
Okay.
I'm going to have the fire department come in and check you out, okay? Let's go back and get you out of the heat. Sit in my patrol car.
Today we're going to look at the Wandering Prevention Program, a program designed for those with dementia and Alzheimer's, operated by the Catholic Charities. And this is Adam Hopkins, the coordinator of the Wandering Prevention Program, and Deputy Sheriff Clint Player. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Thank you for having me here.
Tell me a little bit about the Wandering Prevention Program, what it does, and who you serve.
In 2013, local law enforcement looked at the number of calls for service that they were responding to regarding missing persons. They determined that they had responded to approximately 700 calls for service for missing persons in general. They broke that down and realized that out of that, there were a significant number of folks that were experiencing Alzheimer's or dementia-related issues. A group was put together, was formed, encompassing the Washoe County Sheriff's Office, the Reno Police Department, and Washoe County Social Services. Their goal was to come up with strategies, new strategies, to help alleviate that problem and to free up law enforcement and ultimately to find people more quickly and preserve life. The way they determined they should do that was to use a technology that was already out on the market called CareTrack. What they found through their research was that in Washoe County, northern Nevada, there are 18,000 people who have been diagnosed with Alzheimer's or dementia-related issues. Of that 18,000 in northern Nevada, 10,000 reside in Washoe County alone. What's more disturbing is that out of those 10,000, 7 out of 10 are going to wander from their caregivers. So the number that we have been responding to is actually probably low and is going to increase. So it was very important that they come up with a way to solve this problem, or at least make an impact on the problem. So what they chose to go with was a product called CareTrack. So as far as the CareTrack program itself, it started as a one-phase program, but here in Washoe County we decided to make it a two-phase program, and Deputy Player is going to explain that entire process to you.
We realized that any first responder responding to a call had no resources to give the families that had somebody that had walked away from their home. So instead of just saying, I don't know what to do, it's a medical issue and not a law enforcement issue, we decided, well, let's give them resources. And that was the first phase. So with the partnerships and sponsors of the Washoe County Sheriff's Office, Alzheimer's Association of Northern Nevada, Washoe County Social Services, Catholic Charities of Northern Nevada, Reno Police and Sparks Police, and St. Mary's Hospital, we came up with these resource kits. Every patrol car in Reno, Sparks, and Washoe County will have these in their cars. So this time, when we go out to a call that is related to dementia or Alzheimer's, we now have something to give the families to help them get connected with the resources they need. Inside the bag we have a resource disc, which is good on the computer and a DVD player, and this will provide all the different resources locally in our community. Along with the disc we have several different flyers and pamphlets to help the families actually know exactly what services would be best to provide for them. Along with the resource pamphlets, we have the CareTrack flyer. The CareTrack flyer advertises exactly what the equipment is that we are using. We'll talk about that. That's the second phase of the program. But this way it helps get them connected and familiar with the equipment that we do use. Also in the bag, we have some simple solutions that the family members may use, which might help prevent the family members from wandering. We've got the child lock doorknob. that will help protect them from accessing the door outside. We've got an alarm system with the batteries, and it just applies by tape that they can apply on the door. It sends an audible alarm. We've got a screwdriver to help install, and a chain lock that they can apply up high. We also have a home alarm system that's available to the clients free of charge, which will access all the entry and exit points of the home, including windows. And another product that we do offer is the Smart Sole. It's a GPS that fits inside the shoe of the client.
This is the heart of the Phase 2 portion of our program the Deputy Player was talking about. It is a radio frequency transmitter. Now, it's not GPS. GPS is more expensive, it's less accurate, it requires charging on a daily basis. This radio frequency is fitted with a battery on the back that lasts up to 2 months. On the front there is a radio frequency printed. We have reserved that frequency here in Washoe Valley. So when each of these is programmed with that radio frequency, we can input that into our tracking device and help find the folks that have wandered. So I am called to a home where someone has the need for this device. While I'm there, I talk to the person about the best place to have this installed or for them to wear it. We offer several selection of bands. This one is one of the cloth bands. We have a lighter plastic band, and we have a very heavy-duty plastic band with metal infused throughout that attaches with a metal screw. The problem with some of these bands, as opposed to the heavier band, is that they can be broken or cut. So we have to choose the band that's best for the individual. So once I have determined that, I take the transmitter, I apply the battery onto the back, and I place it into this plastic case that has a back that screws on. On that is a rubber gasket that tightens down, and it keeps the device water resistant. I won't say waterproof, but I will say water resistant. I tighten that down, and I use a tool to do that normally. And then the band goes through the plastic watch case and around the person's ankle or wrist. And at that point, all they do is forget about it. They go about their daily lives. They don't have to worry about whether they take a shower, whether they cover it up with clothing. It works through all of that. So while I'm there on scene, I also take the opportunity to talk to the family about resources and programs that they might want to put their loved one in or might be helpful to them. I also take that opportunity to take a lot of information, get a lot of information from the family members. Once I gather all this information, I place it all in a web application that we've had developed here locally. That's different than the other systems that are used around the country. Ours is unique to Washoe County. We ask questions about personal identifiers. We take a picture of the person. We take a picture of the transmitter. We ask information about emergency contacts, doctors, medications, habits, characteristics. We also ask the family, has your family member wandered before? If so, where did they wander to? Where were they located? Where did they previously work? So, because many of these people end up going back to places that are familiar to them. So we want to know where they used to live. We might want to know where they used to work because they may want to go back there because they feel comfortable there. We take all of that information, put it in that application that can be accessed from a desktop computer, but more importantly, it can be accessed by the officer on the scene so that he can immediately pull up all of that information and have it at his fingertips. What else is very unique about this app is that that officer or dispatch can press a button on the app that activates that particular client. What that does is sends a text to every person that is currently enrolled on the app, not the clients, but officers. So now we not only have the one person on scene that is now responsible for trying to find this person, but we could potentially have hundreds of people that are now able to look for this this missing person.
This is the equipment we use once the CareTrack client has been activated. This is the handheld antenna. It's directional. We can locate somebody within 1 mile. On the backpack here, every first responder that has been trained in CareTrack will be provided one of these backpacks. And inside we have the receiver, which is the brain of the unit. And this is what we use to actually locate. We also have in this bag a space blanket, bottled water, snacks in case we get on scene and they've been dehydrated, they've been there a while, or even if the tracker himself needs water. So we try to provide everything we can for both the safety of the searcher and the victim themselves. With this equipment, we can go up in the helicopter, we can locate the subject within 5 miles. Another great thing about this is we have an average find time of 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes, national average.
If somebody watching right now knows somebody that would benefit from one of these tracking devices, what's the cost?
That's the beauty of this program, Mitch. As it stands right now, it is absolutely free to the users. So folks that have family members that need this product, it costs them nothing. So I would really like to take an opportunity here to thank the Washoe County Social Services, the St. Mary's Hospital, and other community partners. And although they are very generous and they've allowed us to start the program and maintain the program as it stands now, we can always use more community partners.
The sustainability of this program is paramount. We're talking about, protecting people in our society that are really in need of our care as a community. So I really urge people and businesses and individuals and philanthropists to really support the continuation of this program. It's really a vital part of our community and amazing program. I'm overwhelmed. Talk to me about the challenge that's coming up. You're having a demonstration of the program.
We absolutely are. What we're going to do is roll this out publicly on September 6th. So what we're going to do is at Bartley Ranch on September 6th from 10 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon, we're going to be holding a challenge. There's going to be food vendors there. There's going to be prizes given. But more importantly, what we have done is we're doing something like an ice bucket challenge. So what we have done is pitted our elected officials, county commissioners against city councilmen, mayors against each other, police chiefs versus sheriff, and we will pair them with officers who have been specifically trained to use our equipment. We will put them all together at the beginning of the challenge. We will give them about a half-hour instruction on how the system works and what they're going to be doing. Then we will hide these transmitters, several of them, at equal distances away, 5 to 8 miles away. Then we will have a shotgun start, and we will send them all out using our equipment and try to find those transmitters. The winning team that comes back, the officer will receive some sort of gift certificate, possibly a meal at Claim Jumpers or something like that. But more importantly, the elected official will get a free cleanup project of their choosing by the Crossroads work crews that we currently have working throughout our community. We're going to be pitting news agency against news agency, and because I know you host Nevada Business Chronicles, I'm challenging you.
You know what? I'd be honored. I accept. I'll be happy to come down and face this challenge. I understand that you're going to be allowing people to register their loved ones at the event.
We absolutely are. If they have a loved one that needs this service, I highly encourage them to bring them down. We will sign them up on scene, and they will leave as part of our program. But really, if you have somebody or they have someone who is in need of this service right now, right today, I want them to call me. I'm going to give you my phone number. It's 775-378-9754. Don't wait another minute. Call me. I carry the phone with me all the time. I'll set up a time where I can come out and sign up your loved one.
On behalf of our entire community, I want to thank both of you and your entire group for what you do and give to these individuals. Thank you so much.
It's an honor. Thank you.
And on behalf of the Wandering Prevention Program, I would really like to say thank you for helping us with this.
It is truly a privilege, so thank you. You want to come down September 6th for the challenge. It's at Bartley Ranch Regional Park, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You come down for the food, the festivities, to get your loved one registered, make a donation. Thanks again.